Hello, welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe and ring the bell for any more notifications. So today I've had arrived in the post is my new saddle for the Ovia, the Cyrusher Ovia. So what I'm going to take you through today is how to change that saddle over. The one that I went for is, let's open it up and have a look, shall we? Right, here we go. It's a, I don't know how you pronounce this, is it DAWAY? I'm not sure how you pronounce it. It's the C30. I went with the one without a light on the back. Simple reason is you have to get underneath to change the batteries once they've run out. If it had been a rechargeable one where you just plug the lead in to charge it up, I think I might have gone with the one with the light on the back, but that's the reason why I didn't go for that one. Now let's get it out of the packaging and have a look. Now what I'm going to need to do is take the one off the bike, off the Ovia, and change the bracket underneath, because the brackets that come on it will not fit the stem on the Ovia. So I've got to take the bracket off the actual saddle, the Cyrusher saddle, and put the bracket onto that one. And what I'll do, I'll take you through that so you can see how that's done. It comes with a rain cover. Most of these saddles do now. Take the rain cover off. Just put that back there, and there she is. There's a nice groove at the back there to give you some ventilation, and an hole through the middle, just so you get nice circulation through there. An extra padding on your cheeks. Woohoo! And with that groove there, the bottom of your spine there is not going to be pushing against the saddle. So hopefully this will do the trick. The reason I went for this and not the Cloud9, as I said in one of my vlogs, you just can't get a Cloud9 at the moment. You've got about a month's wait. Well, that's what they say anyway. It could even be longer than that. So I looked at the reviews online, and a lot of people have used these and said they're quite good. They've got different variants. They've got wider ones. I think they even do one with a backrest, I think. But the DAWAY one without the light on the back, and it's the C30. I'll drop a link below so you can click on and have a look. It come in, I think it was £35, which is reasonable. You can pay a lot more, you can pay a lot less, but anyway, without further ado, I've got something else in the box as well, but I'll show you that later. Without further ado, what I'll do is I'll take this saddle off the Ovia, and we'll have a look at that, and then we will see how we change the bracket over. So what I'll do, just unclip it so it just slides out, so the stem comes out. If I just put my glasses on so I can see what I'm saying, if you look at the two brackets, they are totally different, and that bracket won't fit onto this stem. So what we've got to do is take that bracket off, then the bracket that's on here will clamp to those two bars there, which is the same as those, and then we take it from there. Now on this saddle you've actually got measurements, so you know where it was on this saddle. On that one you won't have that, so you've got to adjust it until you get it to the right position for yourself. And when we tighten this up, I think, yep, if you look there, don't tighten it any more than 10 Newton meters. So what I've got me a torque wrench for when I'm tightening the new one up. Make sure it doesn't go over 10 Newton meters. So without further ado, let's get the bracket. I'll take it off the Cyrusher one first. So here we go. Just need to think they're going to be about a 5mm. There's Allen bolts in there that's keeping that on. Yeah, that's a 5mm. And use this just to take it off. There we go. And that's loosening up nice. Yeah. There we go. So what I'll have to do is open this up all the way. In fact, let me just pop the extension bar on there, it might just help a little bit. Just gives you a bit more room to manoeuvre, I think. Just get that in there. These bolts have also got some thread lock on, so what I'll do is once I've got these bolts out, I'll clean them up and we'll put some new thread lock on for when we tighten it up onto the new saddle. What we'll do, I'll speed this bit up until we get to the other one, and we'll take it from there. As you can see, look, that had some thread lock on, so I should clean that up. And they have these strange bolts. Whoop. Sorry, the strange nuts that go on the other side. So pop that one there. Just slacken that one off a bit more just to give me some room when I go to the next one. In fact, I'm going to take this off completely because I need to clean this bolt so we can put some new thread lock on. There you go, the plate comes off, and that will sit on there, and then it clamps onto the frame of the saddle, and that's how it tightens up. So we'll put that to one side. So there's the Cyrusher saddle completely off. Now the one that came on the XF800, which is over the back there, that was really painful to sit on when I first did that. I think I went about less than half a mile. I had to turn around and come back. It was too uncomfortable. But this one, although it's quite thin and it's got no shocks on the back like the new one there, it is reasonably comfortable because I'm a bit on the larger side. It after a long ride you can feel it, so hopefully the new saddle will help with that painful ride. So that's the Cyrusher one off. I'll pop that out of the way. Keep those bolts and bracket there. Now I need to look how to take this one off. Well, you get tools with this, and they're tie wrapped on. Just cut that off and that off. There. And you just undo this bolt goes through the glass. What I'm going to do is keep it together. And then I want to use that again at the time. Right, take that off. Like that one, maybe like comes out, I think. We'll just twist it anyway. Let's see if we can get this back off. I think the centre piece will come out. Nice and quite tight. There you go. Give it a recovery. There you go. And then take them off. And that's the bracket off. Pop into one side. There's also some instructions there how to mount it. But that's how to mount it with this wide bracket. So, now. So what I'm going to do now is just add some thread lock onto the bolts, some fresh thread lock, and then I'm going to put the new bracket and stem onto the new saddle. Put a little bit on there, just rub it round like that. Yep. And to that one, just rub it round. and then that'll just stop that from vibrating loose. Right. Move it along. That's it now, and while it's loose you can slide it along and it'll adjust slightly, either take this end up or down. And if I put that, I think that's about the position it should be for me. It's similar to the other one. So what I'm going to do is tighten that up in that position. So that should stay there, like that. Just make sure I'm set to 10 newtons, which it's not quite. Just turn it. There you go, that's 10 newtons, and what we do, all we do is nip it up until the head clicks, and then that's as tight as it should be, and no more. I just want to check again that's the right position, because it's slightly moved. Yep, that looks about right. So I'll just nip them up equally, and then until we get to 10 newtons the head will click. So it has to be nice and tight. I'm just going to tighten the back one up a bit so it's nice and even. There it goes, just clicked, so we don't tighten that up anymore. Now do the front one the same. There you go, and it clicked. So that's at 10 Newton meters. Now if you imagine, there's a lot of weight on there and a lot of pressure, so they have to be done up correctly. So if you haven't got one of these, I suggest you either buy one or you go to a bike shop and get them nipped up so it's right, because the last thing you want to happen is that seat come off. This torque wrench is Pro Bike Tool. You can get them online. What I'll do, I'll put a link in the description below. There is a setup procedure which comes in the instructions for those to get it set up before you use it. But now that's done, let's get it on the bike and see what it looks like. Just wipe that off. Now the mark where I had it before, the top mark is where my wife tried it. My mark's at the bottom, so that's where I need to go to. It is about there. I'll just nip it up a little bit, and then I've just got to make sure it's central to the bike. Just slacken it off a little bit. And there's a nice line right down the middle of the saddle, so it runs right down the centre of the bike. And then once you've got it like that, just tighten it up, squeeze it, and there she is. And she should be ready to ride. So there you go, that's how to change your saddle on the Cyrusher Ovia. Now it might need to be adjusted a little bit. I might have slacken it off and move it so it sits right, because it may not be sitting right for me once I get on and try it. But you can do all that while it's on the bike. You just slacken off those 2 bolts, and then it'll move forward up, and it kind of goes in the cradle fashion. It'll go up, so the front end dips, or it'll come forward and the back end will dip. It depends how, you know, your preference when you're on the bike. But that's not far away. Looking at the saddle on my XF800, that's not far away. So what we'll do, probably in another vlog, I'll go out and give it a test and tell you how that saddle performs and how it feels. But this is just basically how to change the saddle on your Cyrusher Ovia. They're very similar on other bikes as well. So let's have a look what else I got in the box. I'll just put my tools away. Okay, so for the next thing in the box, I'll just put the saddle cover on. So when it's raining, keep your saddle dry. There we go. DAWAY, I don't know. The bag. And the next thing I've purchased is an handlebar bag. So let's have a look at this. It's called a Rhino Walk Focus on Riding Bag. It's not very big, just big enough to put my keys and my mobile phone in. There's a couple of velcros on the back. I think there's probably a strap for over your shoulder, which I won't use it for that. So yeah, there we go. There's even a rain cover for this as well. Look, my goodness. A wrist strap that comes with it as well, so you can carry it and you have that around your wrist so you don't drop it. But that's not my intention, so that can go over there. I think this was about £15, this, which I'll drop a link below. And there's a few different compartments inside. Have a quick look inside this side. You got some netting that you can put in there. You got another pocket there. You can drop stuff in there. And then, like I say, there's a net pocket there. If you want to put something in there, then there's a bigger space there for other stuff. So I'll just fasten that back up and see if I can attach it to the bike. When I've been out on the Ovia, I've been missing a bag. I've got a little crossbar bag that goes on the XF800. I chuck my keys and my phone in, so I've been missing a bag when I go out, and I've had my phone in my pocket while riding, which is not ideal. Yeah, there's just 2 velcros on the back. I've moved the panel, the screen with your speed and your mileage on, to the center because it was set to the left hand side slightly. So I'm hoping this will fit kind of underneath. How good this is going to be, I don't know. I just had a look online, see what there was, and I thought this might work. In fact, it's not quite long enough to go around the bottom bar, but once it's tight it should be okay, I think. Just nip it up a little bit, and I'll put the other one on, and then we'll tighten it right up. Okay. That's it, nice and tight. Then it velcros round. And that, this one nice and tight, and it velcros round. Bit of excess velcro at the bottom there, but maybe I can snip them off or they'll fold up. Just get this one a bit tighter. That's nice and secure. Look, how's that gonna feel on there? That opens up. Drop my gear in there, and away you go. That looks pretty good. If it'll stand the test of time, I don't know, but we shall see. Just zip that back up, and then we got the front panel, which opens up like that. So, like I say, we'll see if it stands the test of time. So there's the saddle on the bike. That's what it looks like. Looks pretty cool, doesn't look out of place. I like that bag actually. It blends in with the bike. There was an option for a grey one, but they haven't got them in stock, which I would have probably liked to have got, because it might have matched the colour of the frame of the bike. But being black, it matches the handlebars and everything, so that's not too bad. So what I'll do in the next vlog, I'll take it out on the road and see how they perform, and we'll see how it goes. And don't forget, if you're enjoying the channel, give us a thumbs up, click the subscribe, it's all free, there's no charge, and ding the bell and you get a notification when the next video comes on live, and you can come and watch it. And thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.